So now guys, we have our JuicyCat on this layer, and we have this background layer, and we have this original background layer from Procreate that's already always installed in white. If you wanted to have it like a dark screen like this around, like without nothing, then you make the hook away and you see it is transparent. Make it white again or transparent. What does it mean? Why do we want it like this? I will show you why. And for that, I make another JuicyCat from our selection. So here, this JuicyCat now, we have painted the JuicyCat we have selected, have a new layer and painted around her. Now we want her selected again. So as you know, you go to the select tool, press the freehand, and again go around the JuicyCat, select her. For that you have to be on the layer for her, copy paste her. So you see we have her again just selected. Always make sure that you have the selection, you have the layer you want, and then press the selection tool. Okay, please keep that in mind. Now let's move on. We go and have this selection, and we want her really like this. So if you want to animate anything in the background, if you want to do any animation in the background, for example, put a video, it has to be transparent. Only the JuicyCat has to be not transparent. The background, imagine it like a glowing light or something on the video. And for that reason, you have to get this JuicyCat like the selection, and you share it with not JPEG, no, with PNG. This is really a good extra tool, PNG. When you export a PNG to your images, then you have the possibility to put a video in the background, an animation, for example. When you don't want it, then you put the hook off, you press again your first selection, and you want really a painting, then you take also this layer, the background layer you want, then the JuicyCat, and together you save it as a JPEG or maybe as a Photoshop file if you wanted, or a TIFF. But in my case, I only do it with JPEG. It's easier from the saving. It doesn't have so much space. It doesn't take so much space like TIFF or PSD. And I don't want to keep every layer. So I just wanted a flat JPEG. And so I export it now, like you do. Also save the image as a JPEG. So now we should have two JuicyCats saved. Maybe you see this line here is really hard. It is, you selected, it is a bit hard and sharp, and so I really want to smudge it into the background. For that reason, I bring it more close, the Juicy, and with the smudge tool, I smudge here this, and I make it the opacity really more soft. And you see how I can really soften this edge. So let's go on and soften this edge by yourself. You see how I play with the opacity and the variation. And also now I want to have a different tool. I want it again as an oil brush. So you go into your painting brushes, take the oil brush, done, of course, and now you smudge it with the oil brush. I think it's more comfortable. So let's move on and smudge this hard line. In order, as you saw it now, I touched it and it jumped from the smudge tool to the spraying brush. So now if I would do it, I'm again on the brush tool. I don't want that. In order to erase my step, I make 2 fingers and I put like this. And it got me a step back. Like everything, 2 times the fingers, you get a step back. I have too much step back now. I want to go in front and press. You see, 2 fingers back, 3 fingers in front. I think that's quite funny and easy. So now I'm back here. I still want to smudge this edge, so I need again this finger and make it more smooth here. And I hope you like it and do it with your own JuicyCat as well. So now I think everything, she looks great. I may be now here on the breast again a bit. I really can recommend make it a bit more smaller and then bigger, so you have a different side as well. Here now we go to our eraser tool, and the eraser, please be right that you have the right JuicyCat. And here now, oops. This is the wrong eraser. I want to erase it with oil brush. So I erase the white and see how it looks when there is the orange. I don't know if it looks better like this. We leave it. You think it looks better like this? Do it as you wish. And if you want to go back, just tap and you see, maybe I want it, but not so strong. So I have to regulate the opacity as well from the eraser. Just a little. I just want to erase a little. Softer, softer, softer. You see, now the eraser works a bit softer. That's how I want it. And I really want it a bit smaller. And so that's the eraser. It works just, yeah. I just be playful with the opacity and the size. Always be playful. Try it again, because you always can do it step back or step in front. I think now she is perfect. I want to save her like this. Save.